Mahalo kaleo. Aloha everyone, and thank you for being here for Mayor Kawakami's State of the County Address. This is a culmination of months of planning and developing the county's proposed fiscal year 2026 budget. I'd like to take a moment to thank our cabinet members and our dedicated budget team who have been working since December to get us here. Also, thanks to our mayor's office team for coordinating this beautiful event every year. Many hands make for light work. We have consistently relied on the following individuals to be part of our program. Our talented county associates, Paul Togioka and Nalani Brun, Kumahula Lena Ala Jardine, and Troy Lazaro, Pastor John Cabello, and especially the students of Kawakami Charter School. That was amazing. On behalf of Mayor Kawakami and his administration, we'd like to take a moment to recognize our community leaders who have joined us today. The Governor of the State of Hawaii, Dr. Josh Green. Thank you for being here today. Lieutenant Governor Sylvia Luke. Mayor of the City and County of Honolulu, Mr. Rick Blangiardi. Mayor of Maui County, Richard Bisson. Representing the Hawaii County Mayor, Kimo Alameda, we have his Managing Director, Bill Brahante. Representing Senator Brian Schatz, we have Michael Dahileg. Representing House of Representative Jill Tokuda, Brennan Carvalho. County Council Chair, Mel Raposo. County Council Vice Chair, Kipukai Kuali. Councilmember Addison Bulasan. Councilmember and former Kauai Mayor, Bernard Carvalho Jr. Councilmember Felicia Cowden. And Councilmember Aro Carvalho. Sorry. Councilmember Fern Holland wasn't able to attend today, but she sends her regrets. For First Lady of Kauai, Mrs. Monica Kawakami. Former Kauai Mayor, Auntie Marianne Kusaka. And while her official title is way too long, she is known as the Queen of the Visitor Industry, our very own Sue Kanoho. We'd also like to extend a special mahalo to all of our volunteer county commissioners, board members this morning. Mahalo for your willingness to serve our community. Again, thank you everyone for joining us today. Now I'm going to pass the mic on to another familiar face, our longest serving mayor's office intern and daughter of our chief of staff, Reese Farias. Since she decided that she'd rather be here than at school, we gave her a job.
Good morning. My name is Reese Fierce, and I'm an 8th grader at Kapaa Middle School. Our county puts on lots of events throughout the year, but the State of the County has always been my favorite because I get to see the hard work that goes on behind the scenes and then see it come to life. Please help me in welcoming our mostly funny, sometimes fussy, but always fearless leader, Mayor Derek Kawakami.
Good morning, and thank you for being here for our seventh State of the County address. It's hard to believe we're nearing the end of our 8-year term, and it seems the hands of time are moving faster by the day. But today, we take pause and show gratitude for all of you. Whether an elected official, community leader, business owner, cabinet member, or county associate, you continue to show up for us every year. Thank you so very much. Thank you especially to my beautiful wife, Monica, my much better half, for your steadfast support and patience. And I'm so sorry that I was really snappy the last couple of days. I apologize. It's an exciting morning here on Kauai as we have many special guests in attendance. Please help me give a warm Kauai welcome to our Governor Josh Green and our Lieutenant Governor Sylvia Liu. It means so much to my family and I to have you both here, and thank you for your leadership and partnership. To my fellow mayors, brothers in arms, Mayor Blangiardi, Mayor Bisson, standing shoulder to shoulder with you on this journey has frankly helped to keep me upright. I appreciate you more than you will ever know. Mahalo as well to Hawaii County Managing Director Bill Brohante for being here on behalf of Mayor Alameda. And while they're not here because the legislature is in session, I would be remiss if we did not mention our state legislative leadership team. Senate President Ron Kochi from Lihue, Majority Floor Leader Dee Morikawa from Waimea, our very own Housing Chair Luke Evelyn from Lihue, and the state's very first female Speaker of the House from Kapa'a, former County Managing Director and Council Member Nadine Nakamura. Kauai's in the house. Technically in the Senate too. But they do make Kauai very proud. To our Council Chair Mel Raposa, to our council members, thank you for your shared passion and commitment to wake up every day and make Kauai better and brighter than it was yesterday. As we sit here enjoying the beautiful sun shining above, we can't help but feel the instability and uncertainty that lingers in the air. Shifting tides, waves of change can bring anxiety if we allow it, but we won't allow it. Our unified presence here today is no coincidence. Hawaii has an opportunity to stand together and demonstrate what makes us unique. Our love for our people and our place is a light that outshines any darkness. Our desire to find common ground outweighs political views and personal beliefs. And in times of chaos, our bond brings a sense of calm and provides a beacon of hope. Today, we are here to review the financial outlook for the County of Kauai, but our message is much broader. We hope our residents will feel a renewed sense of place and belonging and feel reassured that your local government cares about you. With that in mind, we present our proposed fiscal year 2026 budget, a budget that aims to care for our associates, care for our island, and care for our community. Our administration presents to our County Council a proposed operating budget of $347.7 million and a capital improvement budget of $140.4 million. Our budget continues to prioritize self-reliance with the collection of our general excise tax surcharge, transient accommodations tax, and real property taxes. We anticipate total revenue collection of $372.2 million, a modest increase of 5.3% over last year. This includes GET revenue of $36.3 million to fund roadway improvements and transportation services. TAT revenues remain stable at $30.1 million, helping to upkeep our public spaces and rescue services for residents and visitors alike. And we project a property tax revenue of roughly $241 million, an increase of 2.5%. While we propose no tax rate adjustments this year, we thank our council for its willingness to adjust tax rates and programs over the last several years. With your partnership, we have ensured that owner-occupied properties pay the lowest tax rate, and visitor-generated tax revenues fund affordable housing initiatives for our local families. Our administration delivers a structurally balanced budget that does not depend on the fund balance for ongoing expenses and maintains a reserve fund of 30% of general fund revenue from the previous year. One way that we remain consistent in uncertain economic times is to maintain a robust emergency fund. The budget continues to fully fund the annual required contributions for the employee retirement system and other post-employment benefits. Altogether, salaries and benefits make up nearly 75% of the general fund budget, leaving roughly a quarter of our general fund for core county functions. This is why it is important that we clearly define our budget priorities. As always, we aim to care for our associates, care for our island, and care for our community. Early in our tenure, I set out to be the mayor that does every county job. And while I have many jobs to learn, the time spent working alongside our associates has been invaluable as it gave me an opportunity to get to know our team members. I quickly learned that associates who feel supported are happier, and happier associates make for a happy workplace and happy customers. Caring for our associates is a top budget priority, and one way we accomplish this is to simply provide the right equipment and vehicles to get the job done. Over $7 million will be budgeted for large vehicles and equipment this year. Our Public Works Department will replace 4 aging refuse collection trucks to prevent disruptions in refuse service. The Kauai Police Department will invest in a light armored vehicle to assist in tactical operations and replace aging police vehicles. The Kauai Fire Department will replace 2 fire engines, and the Ocean Safety Bureau will replace 2 20-year-old lifeguard towers at Kealia and Lidgate Beach Park. These purchases are part of an annual vehicle replacement plan to ensure our team is equipped with a reliable fleet. The finance team will soon select a contractor to implement a new enterprise resource planning system to replace the archaic AS400. I told Mark Zuckerberg that our county was run on an AS400 system, and he said, "What is that?" This upgraded accounting system will integrate with our new Workday payroll program and assist with other budget and purchasing functions. This is a major operational investment at a total cost of over $12 million to be leased over a 7-year period. While the AS400 has served us well, we are overdue for an upgrade. Technology has come a long way since 1980. Not as outdated, but just as critical to county's operation is our Air One rescue helicopter. Last year's wildfire that threatened our beloved Kawakami camp served as a stark reminder of how quickly a fire can threaten homes and lives. With the incredible effort of so many people, no homes or lives were lost. But it highlighted the fact that our aging single-engine helicopter is ill-equipped for large wildfire suppression and rescues in dangerous terrain. Our administration has committed to purchase a new twin-engine helicopter, a $16 million investment to be leased at just over $2 million a year. Our island has seen an increase in rescue service and fire response since Air One was purchased in 2011. And an upgraded helicopter not only enhances our firefighting capabilities, but drastically improves safety. Our rescuers risk their lives for others, and we must do everything in our power to reduce their risk. In addition to equipment, we're adding capacity with 3 new labor positions to support our roads crews across the island. These crews maintain roadways, pavement, and vegetation for over 600 lane miles of county roadway. While they don't carry the title of first responder, they are the first to respond to clear down trees, flooded roads, and fire breaks during severe weather events. They even helped to install Christmas lights when our county needed a Christmas miracle the day before our Lights on Rice parade. To our public works crews and laborers, we thank you for always responding to the call. Recruitment remains a challenge as we struggle to fill vacant full-time positions. To find creative solutions, we have proposed a budget initiative to convert full-time positions to 2 part-time positions to attract people who may be eager to work but require flexibility. As we highlight our vacancies, let me be quick to shout out any federal employee on Kauai now looking for work. We have a place for you right here at the County of Kauai. We are an employer that values our team, and we welcome you to join our ohana. To create a welcoming environment for our workers, we want to welcome their keiki too. Renovation of our Pi'ikoi youth space will be complete this fall. In the meantime, we're working to identify providers and encourage anyone interested to reach out. Our goal is to offer our associates childcare right here on campus because childcare challenges should not keep working parents from returning to work. To help us manage this space and other early youth initiatives, we are adding an early childhood coordinator position to the mayor's office. Kauai is the only county in the state without this position, and it is becoming increasingly more important as we join our governor and lieutenant governor to ensure that our keiki under 5 are provided the early support they need to succeed in school and in life. To prioritize employee productivity and job satisfaction, we must prioritize employee health and wellness. This year, we are investing $500,000 toward a wellness and productivity program. While we are still developing the details, we envision a monetary incentive program to increase attendance, reduce absenteeism, and mitigate sick leave misuse. In line with our wellness priorities, we recently met with the Governor's Office on Wellness and Resilience and are excited to partner in creating a framework to care for our emergency responders following catastrophic events. We thank Governor Green and Lieutenant Governor and the state legislature for normalizing mental health support and recognizing that it is our responsibility to help those who have dedicated their careers to helping others. When we care for our team members, they provide the best level of service to our island. To maintain our island for future generations, we must focus on our foundation, which is infrastructure, infrastructure, and infrastructure. With GET funding, we have made significant progress in improving road conditions across the island. To date, 232 roads spanning 234 lane miles have been resurfaced, representing a $68 million investment in safer, smoother transportation. We've worked hard to clear the backlog of our island's most critical repairs and can now increase our pace with a higher efficiency mill and fill operation. Looking ahead, 35 additional roads totaling 48 lane miles are under contract at a cost of $21 million, with more projects in the pipeline. Through the federal RAISE grant and statewide transportation improvement program, roughly 80% of our $64 million Poipu Road Safety and Mobility Project will be paid for by state and federal partners. Mahalo to our federal delegation and the State Department of Transportation for your continued support of our major transportation initiatives. Construction on the Poipu project will commence this summer to improve safety, reduce congestion, provide enhanced walking, biking, and bus stops, but most importantly, includes safe routes to school for Koloa Elementary, keeping our keiki safe as they walk or bike to school. With an additional $25 million in federal support, we will tackle other large projects such as the Koloa and Kauaihao Bridge repair, and Kilauea, Kolo, and Hanapepe Roads resurfacing. Puhi Road Phase 2 will be complete this year, and to our Niumalu and Anahola communities, you should be driving over a bridge this fall. We are dedicating $7.5 million in CIP funds for our island-wide wastewater upgrades, and we thank the state legislature for considering our request for funding assistance. Our Lihue wastewater plan will identify sewer needs and expansion opportunities as we focus future development in our town core. We're also working on pump station renovations and climate adaptation efforts, ensuring that in the face of environmental challenges, our facilities remain resilient. Improvements to all refuse transfer stations are well underway as we work to address water quality standards and stormwater discharge. We recognize these service disruptions have been a major inconvenience, but regulatory requirements mandate this work, and we thank you for your understanding and patience. All Kapa'a refuse services will reopen this year with Hanapepe and Hanalei projects to follow, and we are pleased to report that the Lihue transfer station has now reopened to the public. Some people like that. There is no infrastructure project. I'll say that again. There is no infrastructure project more important on our island than expanding the life of the Kekaha landfill. Without intervention, our current landfill will reach capacity in 2027. While working on a Kekaha expansion, our solid waste division is leaving no stone unturned to site a new landfill location, all while remaining committed to waste diversion efforts. We thank our partners at the Board of Land and Natural Resources and Pacific Missile Range Facility for supporting on-site expansion, and of course, the residents of Kekaha for putting the burden of our island's landfill on your back. Moving to the east side, our planning department is updating the East Kauai Community and Circulation Plan, which has not been updated since 1974. We weren't even born yet. This community-driven plan will provide guidance on housing, land use, and circulation. We thank our community volunteers for dedicating their time to improve their community, and a special shout out to our youth advisory group, a team of Eastside residents who are working hard to shape the future of their town where they may one day raise their keiki. Another major project in East Kauai is the Coconut Marketplace Mobility Hub, a public-private partnership to create a central location for shared modes of transportation, to include an information center, an airport shuttle, as we support all efforts to help reduce traffic congestion. In line with providing cleaner transportation options, we thank the Department of Transportation for leading the charge on our electric bus initiative. With the support of federal grant funds and following several years of planning and collaboration, we are excited to announce that as we speak, 4 new all-electric buses are on their way right here on Kauai. We also thank our visitor industry for advocating for a market that is more sustainable and responsible. We are grateful that you have worked with our community as we develop Kauai's Destination Management Action Plan, which balances quality of life for our residents with a meaningful experience for our visitors. Mahalo to our Kauai Visitors Bureau, Hawaii Tourism Authority, and the Hawaii Lodging and Tourism Association, and can I leave them out? A special mahalo to the State DBED office led by Kauai's very own Jimmy Tokioka. Our fire department has established a wildfire mitigation and response working group to enhance readiness, develop guidelines, and expand public education initiatives. Further, we are updating our Community Wildfire Protection Plan, last updated in 2016. This is a unified effort with our county planning and disaster management teams, along with our federal, state, and private partners to reduce fire risk and improve fire response. One standout partner is our member-owned electric utility co-op. Anytime disaster strikes, KIUC crews are right there working with us, and we are very grateful for their continued partnership as we work together to respond to disasters and plan a more resilient island. Building and planning more resilient communities is just one way we serve our island, but the most rewarding part of our job is when we can interact with and serve our people. We are working to shift the culture of our public-facing services so that our customers feel assisted and supported through any county process. From license renewals and building permits, our customer service model should reflect that of our friend, the late Mayor Billy Kinoy, when he famously said, "It's not no can, but how can." Our buildings division recently upgraded its electronic plan review software, enhancing functionality for both applicants and plan reviewers. We're also working to fill vacancies for inspectors, examiners, and clerical staff to ensure faster processing times. Further, we have requested the County Council to audit our process and procedures. We view audits as an opportunity to improve and help us streamline our building permit process. We have a way to go, and we look forward to the challenge. In tune with streamlining our services, we are now accepting online payments for most county services, no longer requiring customers to pay in person at the counter. From camping permits to building permits, customers can now avoid waiting in line and pay online. We are also excited to announce the opening of our Kapa'a Satellite DMV, which offers motor vehicle transactions, utility payments, bus passes, and solid waste tipping coupons, with more to come. Our East Side and North Shore residents no longer have to fight traffic to get to us because we have come to you. Moving from services to facilities, we broke ground last week on Phase 1 of the Vidina Stadium Improvement Project, which includes over $12 million in improvements to the football field, the track, and scoreboard. Additional phases of construction will repair the bleachers, update bathrooms, enhance lighting, and ensure ADA compliance. With no dedicated DOE stadium on our island, our county is proud to host KIF sports at our facilities. We thank our state legislature for sharing the cost of this major upgrade so we can build our young athletes the field of dreams that they deserve. And of course, not to be overlooked, we've allocated $800,000 to plan and design a sports and outdoor recreation area at our Waimea 400 parcel. So our West Side families no longer have to drive an hour into town to enjoy sports and recreation. Our island's largest indoor gathering space, the Kauai War Memorial Convention Hall, will be undergoing a $7.5 million modernization project with a full roof replacement and facility upgrades. This project ensures that the gem of our island can be enjoyed by our community for years to come. You gotta stop that. They're just trying to stage applause. Sticks out like a sword. Our community, both residents and businesses, have made it clear that the most important challenge that they face is the lack of affordable housing on our island. With credit to our housing agency and many partners, the County of Kauai is now our island's largest affordable housing developer. On the west side, we are nearing completion of Phase 1 of our Limaola Master Plan community in Eleele with 115 rental units and 38 single-family homes for sale. This represents a mix of supportive housing for houseless families, workforce housing, and a senior housing project. Construction Wasn't you guys. Construction of phase 2 begins later this year and will provide an additional 175 affordable homes. The Waimea and Kilauea projects are nearing the end of community planning, with final environmental reviews and zoning applications to follow. Once complete, these projects will offer an additional 350 affordable units in Kilauea and 250 affordable homes in Waimea. Lastly, we are looking to identify a development partner for our housing project in Puhi, which will add an additional 60 units directly across from our Kauai Community College, providing housing for teachers and students alike. However, we cannot make headway with our housing shortage without dedicated private development partners. Despite suffering a dramatic fire that destroyed nearly 25 completed housing units last year, Kai Olino, a 75-unit project in Port Allen, remains on track with 1 building complete and 2 more under construction. Additionally, the 66-unit Rice Street Apartments will commence construction this summer, and Phase 1 of the Uahi Ridge Workforce Rental Project will begin this month, providing nearly 100 additional rental units right here in Lihue. Perhaps the most meaningful investment we make is in the people who need our help the most. This is why we have developed our Keolala Supportive Housing Project, which has become a model for supportive transitional housing. Utilizing the governor's emergency proclamation, we took a state park that was once a tent city and built homes with wraparound services to help homeless individuals successfully transition to permanent housing. With the continued partnership of the State Department of Land and Natural Resources and the Governor's Housing Office, we are proud to announce the future expansion of our Lihue Keolaula with an additional 24 units. Sorry. For those not ready for permanent housing, we have dedicated a $500,000 grant and aid program to support organizations that support houseless residents. This money helps nonprofits provide shelter, outreach, short-term rental assistance, as well as mental health, medical, and substance abuse services for homeless in need. Further, we are working to redesign Kauai's only emergency homeless shelter to build transitional apartments and double the number of shelter beds. We have also created a $1 million competitive grant and aid program under the prosecuting attorney's Life's Choices office to help nonprofits expand substance abuse treatment and mental health services for our youth to help strengthen struggling families. For the most important and often overlooked members of our ohana, our kupuna, we have nearly tripled the funding in the elderly agency's budget to help clear the backlog of waitlisted customers and provide in-home service, transportation, and hot meals to their door. Not every kupuna on our island has a family to care for them, but they do have a county that cares. All members of our community deserve to have a government who cares. That is exactly why we are here. We appreciate the opportunity to shed light on some of our priority projects and initiatives. We are proud of the work we are doing and confident in our path forward. But we recognize we don't operate in a silo, and truth be told, we don't know the outcomes of every federal job or program that affects us. However, we do know that our state's leaders will work together to put our people first. We do know that our associates will work together to put our county first. And we know that no matter what challenge we face, our community will band together to put each other first. One of my favorite places on Kauai to sit and reflect is the Ninini Point Lighthouse. It's a place that reminds me of my mom and dad, my mother-in-law, my brother Doug. It reminds me of a good friend, Ty. It reminds me of everybody that came before us that's no longer here. And it's fascinating to me that a single beacon of light can help guide so many ships to calmer waters and welcoming shores. Our collective job is to be the lighthouse, to provide a welcoming light and a ray of hope. As community leaders, parents, coaches, teachers, whatever role you may play, our most important job is to share hope. As I have this rare opportunity to speak to our state elected officials, I offer you the same challenge. No matter the conditions, we must always be that steady beacon of hope, lighting the path forward for generations to come. Shifting tides and waves of change can bring anxiety if we allow it, but we will not allow it. There is no darkness that can overpower light, no disagreement that fractures unity, no challenge that can overcome hope. I am so grateful to stand side by side with all of you during this time of great hope. Lucky we live Kauai. Lucky we live Hawaii. Mahalo and God bless you and your ohana. Thank you very much.